Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We'll see the Indiana Pacers taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And now the Indiana Pacers starters. We've got Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam out there with Nesmith. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Nembhard in at the 2 guard. Now here's Halliburton. Deflected! Here's West. Throws it up high! And that one's good. Bryant.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Lets it go. Again, the Lakers score.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. There's the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's O'Neal. Into the lane. And he gets the bucket.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now here's Halliburton. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Now Los Angeles with it. 8-point game. Johnson for 3. Siakam pulls down the board. They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
Launches it. Nails it from 3.
Boy, how far has the shot, the perimeter game of Siakam come? His rookie year, he made 1 3 all season. Remember that.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Nesmith, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws. Shoots. Bryant with the bucket. Bryant's got 6.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Nembhard. Halliburton looking over the floor. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Nembhard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. The first free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. So he gets them both. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Baylor. Pass to Bryant. Fires the 3. They get it back. Tries again. Yes, it's good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here's Halliburton. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Takes a 3. Fires in the triple.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Stolen by Siakam. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. The shot by Nembhard, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 4. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Give him 8 points now.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. Doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Fast break. Here come the Lakers.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Johnson against Halliburton. Launches a 3. Drops in the three. Halliburton's got 6.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career. Tyrese Halliburton, let him hear you.
Tries to keep it alive. And they recover it. O'Neal. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Time called here. The Pacers decide to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Pacers making a switch here. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. McDermott comes in for Nesmith. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Nembhard. And it's McConnell in for Tyrese Halliburton. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for McDermott. McConnell, good.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt. Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
36 seconds left to play in the first. Halliburton with the ball. Picked up by James. Launches it from deep. And Worthy pulls it down. The Lakers in the lead. To the middle. And that one is hammered home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And it's Indiana's ball. Here's Halliburton. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Tyrese Halliburton, that thin frame didn't matter a lick. Brushes off the contact. Love the grittiness there.
That pass was from far, far away and right on the money.
A serious long-distance connection right there. There's the triple. No good. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be back in a moment.
19.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Obi Toppin out there with Isaiah Jackson. Then there's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Halliburton in at the 2. Now here's Johnson. No points yet. James outside. Here comes LeBron. Wow! LeBron making some noise.
LeBron James, ever the showman with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Indiana trailing here. Pass to Jackson. Jackson with a screen on James. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Worthy, defended by Jackson. James outside. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
I mean, do you think a little or even a big bump is stopping LeBron? His determination is part of what makes him a future Hall of Famer.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton has made a believer out of his head coach. Rick Carlisle said, quote, he is a basketball savant type of guy. People like him, like Doncic, they sense when their timing is coming. He craves the responsibility of being the franchise point guard, and he always is aware of what needs to be done. Brian?
That's high praise, Allie. Thanks. Good stuff.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Tipped! And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Pass to Halliburton. McConnell from outside. Indiana again missing. Here's Worthy. And he's going for the lob.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
A big group substitution here for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Nesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Rebounded by the Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Davis. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Pass to Turner. Three-pointer. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
Halliburton's vision and then the ability to thread the needle there makes the defense pay.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And so it's Indiana with it, after the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Nembhard. Can't hit the step-back J. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-3 run. And he lobs it up top. And Turner with the block.
I'd say you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam, and he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there, and the foul goes against the Lakers. That's good from Siakam.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
McConnell, he's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Now here's Siakam. It's stolen by Johnson. Bryant outside. Takes the 3. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
From deep. The rebound by Turner. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Johnson to the paint. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. O'Neal, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. A challenging stretch for Indiana here. 1:11 left to play in the first half. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Here's Nembhard. McConnell from outside. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Bryant. The three is up. Hits the trifecta. Bryant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Nesmith. No made baskets yet. Turner passes to McConnell. Here's Nesmith. Shot clock at 6. Nice move. McConnell, good. McConnell's gotten his second bucket of the game.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And down it goes. 2 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half. If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's Siakam. Rebound, the Lakers. Bryant outside. Shoots over Nesmith. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've got Kobe Bryant. And it's Johnson in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. From the stripe. No luck on that one. Here are the Lakers now. Here's West. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 points.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
Here's Nembhard. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
We're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Second half getting started, about a minute played. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Listen, Indiana is not a free agent hotspot, but you asked Tyrese Halliburton, it's a great place to play. He said, quote, Midwest nice is a real thing. The genuineness of the people, the way they act. I really value people waving as you walk by or smiling. That matters to me. That small town feel, that Midwest feel. Brian?
Yeah, he seems right at home, Allie. Thank you. It's stolen by Johnson. Inside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Indiana calls timeout.
Welcome to the floor. fantastic Laker girl.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to Halliburton. Turner, a screen on Johnson. Down low. And it's Turner, that time on the assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. To the inside. Picked it out of midair. Down low. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir.
And here's Bryant outside. Rebounded by Halliburton.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Nesmith. And he banks in the layup. Nesmith's got his first 2 points.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
On the wing, Bryant. Here's O'Neal. Turner covers. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Turner, a screen on Johnson. Takes a step back. Pass to Nembhard. To the middle. Here's Turner. Rebounded by West. And here's Bryant outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Nesmith. Here's an 8-footer. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's covered by Siakam. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana.
Team foul. Substitution. on
Here's
the
Bryant. He's got 22. Off the inbound, no good. Halliburton against Johnson. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Turner, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Halliburton with a steal. And they're running. And it's Mathurin missing. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are...
Whoa!
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Now a timeout called by Indiana.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Some changes for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. And it's McConnell in for Halliburton.
TJ.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Nembhard. Fires the 3. The Pacers again can't hit. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Here's Bryant. Stolen by Siakam. Now the Pacers on the move. Nembhard, good.
And it's incredible how taking good risk on defense often leads to good looks at the other end.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Oh, and a beautiful crossover there. Bryant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Jackson, the screen. Siakam, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, the beauty of Pascal Siakam's game, he's still growing, and the guy is so unselfish.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Mathurin with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. And the Pacers making a change here. Toppin's checked in.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's McConnell. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. McConnell's got 6. And so it's the Lakers with it. Mikan. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his second personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for Los Angeles, George Mikan.
And so he hits both. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Jackson the screen. Here's Siakam. And Worthy pulls it down. James outside. The Pacers pull it in. Siakam's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Jackson. Back to Mathurin. Knocked loose. Here's Worthy. And there's the lob. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Obi Toppin out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Isaiah Jackson. Then it's Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the 1. Here's Halliburton following the score by the Lakers. Shoots from 12. The Lakers with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. James passes to Worthy. Here's West. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Indiana ball. Now into the lineup for your Lakers. Number 99, George Mikan.
James against Halliburton. Jackson with a screen on James. Halliburton, the pass to Jackson. And yep, it's good.
The intellect and skill that Halliburton brings to the game. Such a high-level passer.
Here's Baylor driving in. Lays it up and banks it in.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Halliburton against James. Lets the 3 fly. Halliburton misses. And so it's the Lakers with it. The 3. James can't get it to go. Now here's Mathurin, tightly guarded. 3-pointer, Halliburton knocks down the long J.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's McConnell, guarded closely. And Halliburton with the basket. And the assist from McConnell. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Baylor. Now James. Halliburton with the steal. Now the Pacers on the move. McConnell, good.
Boy, the passing of Tyrese Halliburton. You've got to love to play with this guy.
McConnell's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Here's James. Oh,
no, he did it.
Punch it home.
Nice. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. So it's the Pacers now. McConnell with it. Pass to Jackson. 3-pointer, Halliburton. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained. pain for them to have a chance to take the lead.
So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Nesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Los Angeles foul. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Siakam, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Bryant. And he lobs it up. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 19. Pass to Turner. The three is up. And Tyrese Halliburton good for three. Halliburton's got 11 points in the quarter.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And he gets that one. And Los Angeles leads by 18.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
West has gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam!
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
And the Lakers with possession here. O'Neal. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Bryant. And he's going for the oop here. Oh! Wow! And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Nembhard. Another one falls for Indiana. 1:21 left in the fourth. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to O'Neal. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Now here's Siakam. Halliburton right side. Back to Siakam. 5 to shoot. And here's Turner. Lets it go from deep. And another shot. He got a piece of it. Bryant outside. Takes it inside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock from 10 feet away. The rebound by Nesmith. Good.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Halliburton against Johnson. Fires for 3. Halliburton misses. Here's O'Neal. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave, we give you our New Balance Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.